So it is Monday, the start of 3 weeks of not being allowed in the studio. So I'm in my home studio and I'm about to start working on this canvas that I've primed. Today it was like a really nice day. It's about 5 o'clock now. Today we went on a big walk. It was dead nice, and I went to this like local like timber yard, and I'm gonna make a big frame to stick on the wall here. It's 8 foot by 4 foot. I'm gonna take out these nails that are hanging at the moment, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw the wood to the wall so I've got a flat area to work on when I'm doing this. So that's coming on Wednesday. So I'm going to try and get as much base as I can and do all the stuff that I want to do on the floor for this painting to be done. Then Wednesday I'm going to be making the frame. So it's exciting. I think the colours that I'm going to use for this, I'm going to paint the background gold because I'm really loving gold at the moment. Like really loving how it looks. So I'm going to start off with that and then see what I feel like. I'm feeling like grey and black and maybe a bit of teal. I'm unsure. So I have just finished priming this canvas. I don't know if you can see it in the sunlight. It's super shimmery. It looks amazing. There's a few little dots in it. Things like got it on the carpet, and the carpet's covered in crap. And now I'm gonna start working on this. Some of the feedback that I've had on this is that the forms are too literal. So I'm gonna have a little play with it and just see what I can do. But this was my first attempt, and I am feeling very happy with it. This is another one that I've been working on, which I need to finish. But yeah, the pieces that I'm working on at the moment I'm really liking, so I'm just gonna have a little go with this one. I'm getting pretty far ahead with this. This area is concerning me. This area is concerning me. Love the background, it's just the foreground. I'm feeling very stressed and confused. I think I might need to put some lighter bits into it. And I know that I wasn't supposed to be dealing with the literal form, but I think I'm just going to have to give in with this one. This one I'm really happy with the way it's turning out. I think I need to bring some lighter bits into it. But it looks really blue on this video. In real life it looks really dark, but I'm really loving the texture. This is the one that was a self-portrait, but I thought I'd just leave all the texture that I created, and it's really working. I did a bit more on this one as well, so it's happening. So I'm gonna go and cook us a roast dinner because we've got some leftovers from yesterday, so I'm just gonna cook a few more bits and that'll be nice. And then tomorrow we're going for another walk. Then Wednesday we're getting the boards delivered, so there'll be some construction work going on. And yeah, feeling good. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So today is Tuesday and we are going to go to the park in a little bit. So I thought I'd come out here and try and get a bit of work done so I can go spend time with my family. So I'm going to try and get a bit of work done on this and try and get some of the blending done. I don't know if I'm going to touch this today. I'm feeling very, very confused about the bottom bits. I just really don't know. But I got this varnish paint and I don't think it's... I don't know if I like it. It is dry. It's dried in a really weird way. I don't know. So I'm unsure. I'm going to try and do a bit more work on this as well. I can't believe how blue it's coming up on this camera. It's crazy. I've also got this that I've got here. I'm going to try and do a bit of work on that. I don't really know what I'm doing with that yet. So that is my plan so far. I'm going to stay out here for about 2 hours. And then we're gonna get in the car and we're gonna go drive and go to the park. It's gonna be fun. They have these like mad scooters that are like electric scooters. I really want to rent one out, so we might do that. I don't know. But yeah, I need to try and get some work done. Because every single day that passes, I freak out more and more and more inside, and I am like, ugh. so I've finished prepping the canvas. So before, the undertone is gold. So my idea behind that is, a lot of the times, like, see this paint in a previous video, I don't know whether I showed it, there was like actual like gaps, because what I've been doing is pouring white spirit onto the canvas and using watered down oil paint, where it kind of breaks down the paint and it creates like a really beautiful like marbled effect, but you do get a lot of like separation. So what I'm thinking is, the separation, if it shows, there will be like a gold undertone. So let's hope. But I'm really feeling what it looks like at the moment. It's very dark in places. I think the way I work as well, it's like I never know what's going to be the upside, what's going to be the downside. So I'm feeling it. I know there's a lot of darkness here, but I can blend that out a bit higher up, and then yeah, it'll be good. So I think I'm gonna call it a day now for this morning. We're gonna go for a walk in a second, so I need to get Jackson's things together and make sure he's ready, make sure I'm ready, because there's so much to bring with you when you have a baby. There's so much stuff. There's so many things. Luckily, I've already packed the car up, so I've got like the pram and everything's all ready to go. And then when I come back later, I'll try and get a little bit more work done in here, mainly on the smaller paintings. That's what I'm gonna try and do. So let's go to the park. So it's Wednesday, and oh my gosh, today has been crazy. Me and Red decided that we were going to build the easel today for the wall so I can stretch that large canvas. The wood came really early, so I got in my car and I drove down to Mum and Dad's and got the drills, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. And it took us like 5 hours. We were just like, we did it wrong. Like, we measured the holes and then nothing lined up, and it was just an absolute nightmare. And then we thought, if we just screw the holes into the boards and then just like put them on the wall, because we made a frame to then screw the giant 8x4 like board onto, so we weren't just like screwing completely into the concrete. So that was crazy. I'm so tired. I'm just like, and when we were doing it, it was just like, oh my god, I broke 2 drill bits.
You drill it out? What did you...
What should I do?
I don't know.
Should I just nail it and see if it works?
No, don't nail into it.
Why?
There's a drill bit in there.
Yeah, but it'll be fine, won't it?
What? We need to get the drill bit out.
How are we gonna do that?
Well, I don't know, that's what I'm saying, but don't just nail into it.
It was like, how did I do that? I was telling my dad, I was like, I'm really sorry, I broke 2 of your drill bits. And I think it was just because either I moved in the wrong way, or whether I just like didn't like, I think what happened was with one of them, was I was like, screw it, and you're supposed to carry on drilling to remove it, and I didn't do that. And then so there's a drill bit in the wall, but that's fine. It's all up now, so that's good. We had fun doing it as well, because it's kind of like, it's a new skill, but the 2 of us were both wiped out. I feel really dazed. I feel like my body feels like aching, because we were like soaring and like lifting things. It's like manual labor. So we are done with that. It's on there now. I didn't actually get any work done today, but it's a good tool that I've got now, so I can have it on the wall while I'm prepping another canvas. So that's good. So tomorrow we want to have a picnic. We have got some things coming in a delivery, so that's one thing. I bought another pair of dungarees. I bought my sister a birthday present, and Red's ordered some clothes, and then we also ordered Jackson some sunglasses, baby sunglasses, like swimming goggles. It's really cute, so they stick to his head, because he was like really struggling in the park the other day. So depending if all the deliveries come, we can go out for a picnic, and if not, we'll go for a picnic on Friday. We really want to go see the lights in Liverpool as well, because they've got this like river, like, I don't know if it's called a river tour. I think I'm just calling it the river tour. I don't know why I'm calling it that. don't know. So we're gonna go and do that at some point. So we might go tomorrow to go and do that. I can't believe it's Wednesday. It feels like my days are so confused because Red's off and the weather's nice and there's loads of people around. So in my head I feel like it's Saturday, but I know it's not. Like I know in my bones that it's not. But yeah, oh my god, we are so tired. I can't wait to get another night. I'm gonna go cook us a spaghetti bolognese because like before I wasn't that hungry and now I'm hungry. I want some food. So we're gonna go do that. But yeah, today's been successful. And now I am going to go cook us a bolognese. I am going to go to bed. Oh. So it's Sunday. The last like 3 days I have been so bad with filming. I just kind of lost the will to live on Thursday a little bit and was just like, do you know what? I need a break from everything because I just keep having meltdowns because nothing is going right. And I think after building that 8x4 foot easel, my head is just exploding and I just can't cope. And everything's going okay. Realistically, it's gonna be fine, but I'm just panicking. I am panicking a lot. And I think like I keep thinking about my journals in the last 3 days. I've just not done them. I've not been working. I've not been going out there and painting. And it's just like, I'm beating myself up about it, but really I needed this break. I needed this time to spend with my family and to like chill out. So I shouldn't really be like beating myself up too much, but you know, that's what happens. So I think the thing that I'm stressing out with the most at the moment in regards to my journals, it's like I need to sit there and think and compare and contrast artists and get key texts and read essays, and trying to do that with a baby is so hard. And I find it sometimes I find it quite difficult to like read like text like this anyway, and I just find it like even more difficult when you've got Jackson in his bouncer like watching the clangers or watching Postman Pat, and I'm like, oh my god, why can't I study? Why can't I focus? I was just like one of those people who could just zone out and just like read and have like loads of noise, but I'm not one of those people. I need to have my environment to be very specific and I need quiet, but it's gonna be okay. This week I am gonna try to get this done. I'm gonna try, like he's gonna go to my mum and dad's on Wednesday and Thursday, so it's gonna be a focus on that side of my artwork this week. I am gonna aim on getting outside every day for at least an hour as well next week and try and work that around Red with his work. So I'll tell you about what happened this week. So Thursday, the day started really nice. Like I came downstairs, had a cup of tea with Red, and then I came back up and got ready and I got in the shower and like got washed. But before I got to have a really nice cuddle with Edie Cat, which was lovely. It was so nice and so peaceful. We've had to get that fell away spray stuff and that's actually really working, but it just made it load, like the scratching hasn't stopped, but it's just made it like really cuddly. But what has stopped the scratching, because she's been attacking my rugs, so what I've actually done is wrap the corners of the rugs, because that's where she likes to like bite. I've wrapped the corners of the rug in tin foil because cats hate tin foil, and it's working. I mean, if anyone comes into the house, they're gonna think we're crazy, but hey ho, that's fine. We decided that we were gonna go to Liverpool and go see the lights, and we were dead excited about it. So I was like, right, the weather is awful, we are gonna go for a picnic, let's just stay in and get some work done, because upstairs have been bothering me loads. My wardrobe needed going through really bad. There was loads of stuff in Jackson's room that shouldn't have been there, and I was like, right, I've got you off, you can stay downstairs with Jackson and I'm gonna get all this stuff like sorted and organised. And we had like an early tea and we got Jackson in the car and we drove all the way to Liverpool, and then we saw the crowds and the two of us just freaked out and we were like, this is just too much. Like, it was too much at the park the other day. There was just too many people around and it just freaked both of us out. And you know what, it may be safe, and I know that I've been tested. I know I've had a negative test in the last week, so I feel okay, but it just makes me very nervous. It makes me very, very nervous. So we just turned around and just went straight home and just got straight in bed. It was lovely. Jackson slept the entire time, so he had no idea what was going on. So we got in bed and we watched the clangers. So when we got back, we got in bed because it was like quite cold by the time we got back, and we cuddled in bed and we watched the clangers, and it was just like a really nice evening. So Friday, we decided that we'd go to Asda because there was a few things that we needed where you can get things cheaper in Asda than you can get them like in certain other shops. So like for instance, like Edie's cat food at our local supermarket, they don't have the large size food that she likes. Oh my God, the food that we get her is so expensive. I can't remember which, it's not Sheba, but it's like another one, and I can't remember what it's called, but oh my God, she loves it. So we've got to go buy like the big boxes because that's like how we afford to do it. And we need to get Jackson some formula, and I like to get like some of the baby food jars because if I haven't got time to like prep something that'd be suitable for him, I just know that I've got a jar. Like if I'm sending him down to my mum's, I can just give her a jar and she like knows what she's doing. Or like if I just get up in the morning and he just wants to have some like yogurt, I can just give him that. So that's where we're at the moment with that. So we thought we'll go to Asda and we'll just get all that stuff. We took Jackson with us and he had a ball. He was in the trolley. He was like looking under the ceiling and looking at all the babies. And we got him, like actually in George, we got him these really cute sleep suits, which was so adorable. It's like Winnie the Pooh. So he's got those. I thought there would be a better selection. Unfortunately, there wasn't, which was kind of sad, but we did an order today anyway for next. So we got loads of lovely clothes arriving for him. Also decided that we were going to pull the trigger on our podcast. Me and Red have been talking about doing a podcast for about 2 years and we've just never ever sorted it out. And we found this new app called Stereo and we thought, you know what, let's do it. Now Stereo is great. You can actually listen to live conversations and you can join in the conversation by pressing like record and sending voice notes in. So it's like you can talk with your audience, which was really appealing to us because what we've been talking about is doing like a public access kind of program where, because we love the Chris Gethard show and we wanted that kind of vibe, but we didn't want the visual aspect. We just want it to be like a conversation. I think we need to get better things to record our voices because it sounded a bit tinny. Like when I listened to it back, I was like, oh, but you know what we thought, sod it. So Friday night was spent prepping what our podcast was going to be and just like nailing down like the final details. It was always going to be about movies. That's what we're going to do. We just called it Red and Steph's Film Club. At the start of the week on a Monday, we're going to notify everybody what we're going to be watching so people can have a whole week to watch it and prepare for the weekend. We're going to do it on a Friday night because that's usually when we have a babysitter, and it'll be between an hour to an hour and a half. And the first season is going to be on TV movies, and we started this weekend. We did it on Saturday because that's when our babysitter was, so it'll probably be either Friday or Saturday. So this weekend we did the Meatloaf movie, Meatloaf to Hell and Back, and oh my gosh, we had such a blast talking about it. If you download Stereo and search /stephevansart or /Dawn of the Red, or just search Red and Steph's Film Club, you will find our podcast. I'll see if I can put a link down below in the description. I'll see if I can do that, see if we can find a direct link. Saturday we filmed, it was fab. Jackson stayed at my mum and dad's and we just had a really lovely night. We had a few beers and we just did our podcast, and then we just had a nice early night and just slept because we were so tired. Then today obviously is Easter Sunday and we have had such a lovely day. We didn't get to our parents till about 2:30, so we had the morning and sort of the early afternoon to kind of do some things that we needed to do. I got outside, I got to do some painting, which I was really happy with, and Red was there as well, so he was helping me prep the paints, and it was fun because I was like getting to show him like the techniques that I've been kind of doing, so that was super fun. We bought Jackson loads of new clothes as well because he was wearing a little onesie and his toe poked out the end today. And I was like, right, we need to get this kid some new clothes. These clothes that we bought him were supposed to do him to 9 months. He's not even 8 months yet. He's 8 months this week. So we should have had another month on it, but you know, he's a big baby. He's a big baby, such a little chunk. I love him so much. He's so cute. So we ordered him loads of new clothes, and we actually bought clothes going up to the end of the year. So his autumnal clothes are so cute. We got him this coat and it's like a little fox, so it'll match his pram. I'm so excited about it. And my sister brought loads of presents to my mum and dad's house, and she got this really cool plate. We're actually talking this morning about doing baby-led weaning, and these plates that she bought, they're like a bamboo plate with like different sections for the food, and she got a bunny rabbit because obviously it's Easter. And it's so weird because both me and Red were talking about buying one of these plates. So we had this present, we're like, oh my god, like this is exactly what we wanted, this is amazing. So tonight we're gonna give him some mashed potato, we're gonna give him some broccoli, and just see how he goes with it. And I'm really excited, I can't wait. Today he's actually tried quite a few new foods. He's tried hummus, which he loved, and we might have given him a little bit of chocolate. I know he's very young, and I know probably people are gonna judge me for doing it, but I gave him the smallest amount and he was so happy. It was all over his face. And then he instantly fell asleep and was just passed out for about 2 hours. He's had such a jam-packed day. But yeah, so the plan for next week, I am going to be working on my journals. I am going to be working on my painting. I'm going to try and get that on the wall by Thursday. So I need to go out there, make sure I'm going out every day and getting a little bit more done. And then once that is done, I can start prepping another piece. So hopefully when I go back in 3 weeks' time, I am going to have something to talk about, and I've got some stuff to work on and kind of know a little bit better at where I'm going and what I'm going to be doing in the degree show. Ooh, it's so scary. It's so scary. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's watching my videos. I'm so happy doing this. It makes me like it just warms my heart. I just love doing this. It's like what I want to do. It keeps me motivated as well. And you know what, if you like the kind of content that I'm doing and you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Happy Easter. Bye.